What is up, Marvel Legends fanatics? It is Ash Rock back with another review. This is going to be on the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Sentry, part of the Odin Build-A-Figure wave. Let's look at the packaging super quick, and I'm not going to go over every single detail of the packaging. It's pretty standard. It's got some art on the side, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? I'm just going to look at more of the character selection and the choices here. Overall, I am super impressed by this wave of figures. I am boldly saying that this is the best wave of Marvel Legends that Hasbro has ever released, in my opinion. I think every character is almost a gem. Every single one. Even Machine Man. Some people are bitching and moaning about the character selection. But hey, man, when you're a comic book, fan and whatnot, it's cool to see an abstract character thrown in there once in a while. I don't want to see another fucking Captain America. I didn't want to see another Iron Man. We got another Thor, which is okay, because that Thor is actually really badass. But every other character in this wave is kind of like, it's very comic book feel. It just, even the Iron Fist with the newer costume. Actually, it's not really the newer one. This one's a little bit older. These figures were supposed to be released a while ago, but nonetheless, this is very comic bookish, and you should be happy with this. Stop your bitching and moaning. So, I'm impressed. I love this wave. I really, really do, and I love this figure right here. Now, I'm not going to be doing a comparison to the Marvel Legends Toy Biz figure, because I don't have that figure, and nor do I want that figure. I think they made like 4 different ones. They had like the yellow, then they had the mustard brown, like it looked. I didn't like those figures at all. The one with the beard, the one without the beard. I just didn't like them. But this here, I absolutely love this figure. I really do. Now, this figure was supposed to be released a long time ago, and they kept hinting towards releasing them. We're going to release them eventually, in a movie line or whatever. And fans were all butthurt and they couldn't believe it. Oh, when are they going to release it? And some people like killed themselves, like, just jumped off bridges. Like, I don't want to live in a world that doesn't release, where Hasbro doesn't release a fucking Sentry. Just people are just weird and retarded. And I think the patience paid off, because this figure is absolutely amazing. We're going to start off with the old paint applications. He's got 2 main themes. He's yellow and blue. That's pretty much it. Let's move on. No, I'm just kidding. But you can tell that throughout the yellow there is some bit of shading. And yellow's a really, really tricky color. If you guys don't believe me, go look at my Marvel Universe Jubilee review, where I absolutely rip her asshole apart. Insert sex joke here. But that figure was terrible, and it was because of the yellow. They tried to do some shading and whatnot, and it just looked bad here. I think they did a little bit better in terms of quality control and being able to establish different colors throughout the yellow and giving it that wash that makes it pop a little bit, The cape is very, very simple. It is removable from the back right here. It's got 2 peg holes. One hole is obviously for a flight stand, because this does not fit in that top one. It'll fit in the bottom one here. So it's a pretty nice fit. I don't like the way it does blend, though, like from the blue he's got here into his cape. I think that's kind of weird. Maybe, I don't know. I think they could have maybe done something different. So I don't like that. I definitely don't like that little blend there. But overall, the sculpt and the color of the figure is great. I thought the S on the belt buckle came out gorgeous. Again, this is one of those figures that just pops at you. It stands out, Let's look at the head sculpt super quick. So you can see the head sculpt is absolutely awesome. I love the grimacing look of Sentry. Sentry's always been, he's kind of like a schizo. He's like, he doesn't know, he's always like trying to find his identity, and he's just kind of fucked up. He's a weird character, but it makes him unique in the sense that you don't know. He's kind of like the wild card. You just don't know what the fuck to expect from this guy. And the look here is definitely, standing true of that. You don't know what's going on and that blank stare. But very, very cool head sculpt, I think. The hair came out gorgeous. Gorgeous hair, baby. Gorgeous. But overall, I think that it just looks very, very good, man. So accurate to the comic books. Love it, man. Just love it. So for paint applications, I'm actually going to give him a 8 out of 10. I think they did a really, really good job. Very simple colors on this guy. Obviously, it's a very simple looking character, but in terms of, there's nothing over the top, not much, detail on him, but nonetheless, you can't really complain. I think they still did a great, great job with what they have, and the mold is just awesome, man, for this particular character. Articulation, he's got a ball joint hinge on the head. It is hindered. It's definitely hindered by the hair. Okay, so you're not going to have a full upwards movement look, like up in the air. He does look down pretty well. Ball joint hinge on the shoulders, upper bicep double jointed elbows. He's got wrist articulation where it's a hinge and it rotates all the way around. He's got the upper ab crunch. He's got waist articulation, hinge up here, upper thigh, double jointed knees, rotates at the calf, and he has the ankle rockers. Really, really good articulation, I think, on him. I'm going to give his articulation a 9 out of 10. Pretty damn good, you know, except for the little hindering of the head. I think they did a great job. And the final score on this bad boy is going to be a 9 out of 10. I think this is a great figure and definitely worth picking up. If you're not going to pick up the whole wave and you're just aiming towards certain characters, I'll recommend this one definitely to be picked up. I think that the sheer size of him is great. I think the weight, the fact that we waited a while to get this figure, and a lot of people thought it was never going to be released. I think it's really cool that Hasbro did finally release it in a wave of figures again that I am just blown away with, man. I love this wave. It's just so comic book-ish. You gotta love that, man. You know, these last couple of years for Marvel Legends, Marvel Universe, it's been a lot of movie focus, so you get a lot of movie characters, and that's okay. That's not bad. I'm not complaining. But at the end of the day, man, I grew up reading comic books. I love comic books. I still read them. And it's really cool to see characters as it relates to the comic books and the costumes that they wear and just the character selection, like a Machine Man. Looks great to me. So stay tuned to the rest of the... I'm going to review the whole entire wave. So stay tuned. Each day I'm going to be reviewing a different figure. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, remember to laugh every day. Talk to you guys next time. Deuces.